yo. Hey,
All right.
Drake on the ropes right now, yo.
Okay. All right. Hold up. See now I'm all right. All discombobulated and shit.
Hey,
Okay. He done. I don't think it's nothing he can do.
Oh, see,
I got.
it's tricky, bruh, because
Nope.
the thing is, like, he don't have to. He like, all right. Check this, right? Bruh definitely shouldn't respond. That's not in the best interest of his career.
You said he shouldn't.
No, that's not a good idea.
Why you say that?
It's not smart to play with fire. Push not
Bruh,
playing with that boy,
right.
man.
Yeah.
Push not playing with that kid, man.
And I don't even know, like,
He bullying the Canadian dude, man. That ain't right.
Where did this even come from? Like, I don't even know the origin.
I can give you the whole backstory on it.
Yeah, go to get it back.
I watched Pusha. I watched Pusha Breakfast Club. He was like, he sent some shots on two birds with one stone.
Yeah,
but it's way before that.
It's way before that. So like,
so what was that?
This what happened, right? So at the very, very beginning, you remember that jump that Push with Clips had with Pharrell, that Push that jump.
Yeah.
So from there, Push and Pharrell was super cool, and they was really the first like rap dudes to be wearing bathing apes. They the ones that really brought it to the forefront of the rap. So after that, Wayne started wearing it, and in the interview, an interviewer asked Wayne like what make you start wearing bape? Like that's not even like some like a urban at the time. That wasn't like an urban design. That's not streetwear. So the interviewer pretty much played Wayne like why you like copying like Clips, like why you trying to be like Pharrell and like that's not you. Wayne pretty much money talked to do like, man, I got this and this and a million this and da. And at the time, Push was going through label troubles, and so he just that kind of rubbed Push the wrong way. Like, dang, I thought it was all love. Like it was cool with everybody. Like it wasn't no type of hostility, none of that.
Right.
But you gonna play me like that? Like I ain't got money too? All right, cool. Don't even worry about it. So fast forward that he dropped Exodus, but. Exodus wasn't a diss track to nobody. It was just saying like what most rappers go through, like being signed to a dude that's signed to another dude that's signed to three different dudes.
360.
And even Push cleaned it up like, bro, like right now I'm signed to Kanye. Kanye signed to Rockefeller. I'm pretty sure somebody over Rockefeller. Like that ain't what I'm saying. So Wayne to jump out on the boat like, oh, he talking about me? Hey, if it fit. Hey, if the shoe fit, wear it. But it wasn't about nobody. It was just saying like label troubles and stuff like that. So Wayne jumped out there, made a diss track. This track was mediocre. It was okay.
What was Wayne's diss track?
His diss track, he was pretty much saying like F Pusha, pretty much. And Baby and the whole label got behind Wayne and was like, yo, F Pusha this and fuck that nigga and blah, blah, blah. So it was pretty much the label versus Pusha at that time. So you fast forward that, Drake just jumped in it because he's Wayne's artist. So he felt like you going at my man. So hey, why not? So he did the two birds one stone, and in the two birds one stone, he pretty much was saying like, Push keep selling these drug dealing stories. Like ain't nobody buying that. Like. At the most, you weren't selling coke. You was probably selling weed, but you gonna keep pushing these stories on. And I looked at your men in their eyes, and that's not y'all. Y'all not killers like that. Push go drop Infrared. Infrared was really. I look at Infrared as like bait. That was little jab, little slight work, just like saying stuff that we already knew. The ghostwriting.
That wasn't even
the ghostwriting and Drake struggling with identity, like, because you know what I'm saying, he don't know if he black, he don't know if he white, he don't know which avenue to take.
Got that logic syndrome.
Exactly. That was just a little punch, little jab. Drake fell for the bait. Okay, he dropped Duppy quick, like timely. I'm like, okay,
same day,
and that track was directly for Push. So Push like, okay,
But hold time out. I don't even think that. I felt like that joint was even more towards Kanye than Push. Like
it was both
it
of
was
them.
weird. I was like, why is it coming at Kanye out of nowhere? Like, what?
Because this what it was, right? Because Drake felt like when Kanye was going through the debt, like he was owing people money and stuff like that. He reached out to Drake, and Drake cut him a check, like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? We've been rocking with each other for a minute. We help each other out with music and ideas. Like, bro, it's nothing. I can send you that. So Drake,
and he helped him with the 30.
He helped him with the 30 hours on this album.
30 hours.
I mean, yeah, 30.
Yeah, stretch my hands.
Exactly, and Kanye helped him with Pop Style and like a bunch of other jumps. But they always used to sit in the studio together and give each other ideas and stuff. So
right.
Drake was like, Drake in the duppy gets pretty much like, bro, like, how you gonna let your man go at me? Like, bro, I done gave y'all ideas. I help good music out. Like, that's why he said, like, I'm tired of helping my enemies. Like, I done helped y'all so much. You just gonna let your man go at me like that? I bet. I'm gonna go at both of y'all. Which was a bad idea. But Drake arrogant like that ever since the Meek beef, but he feel like he the one not to mess with.
I feel like it wouldn't even have got that bad if he mentioned Shorty.
Yeah, and
he didn't do that joint till
the fiance. The fiance.
Yeah, that's what Push said on the other joint when he called in today or whatever. What was today? This morning? Or
it was this morning.
He was like, everything's like, once he mentioned my fiance, all bets was off. It was a wrap after that.
Hey, you don't mention the dude. You don't mention wifey or kids. That's all.
Like, yeah, and that nigga went.
You kind of it's kind of like why did he mention that? You know what I'm saying? It sounded like
because he had to. That was literally the last like bar of the song almost. Like what he said, make it ring on you like Virginia Williams. Yeah. And then it was like a little throwaway shit at the end. Then it was over. I'm like, why you even have to put that in there, dog? Like,
I think Drake think he a bully. That's why, bro. Like, he started, and then it's like when they get back to him, it's like,
you can bully me.
Shit.
You ain't bullying.
You can bully me. This a whole different
level with you.
This nigga and Push is playing it. He playing it how he should. Meek didn't play it this way. Meek tried to play Drake game, tried to play the internet and the memes, and try to make a record. Like, nah. Push rapping this nigga.
You gotta rap, so you gotta rap.
You gotta like rap your way out the corner.
You gotta rap your way out the corner. Cause this nigga, I was just thinking, I was like, Drake on the ropes, and it ain't no rope a dope.
Nah,
like that nigga really about to go down.
Bro, I got hit with some high shit.
He Mike Tyson against Buster Douglas right now.
Bro, like, the first time I even heard the track, but like, first of all, I listened to the first 10 seconds. A nigga said "easy money." I said, "Oh shit."
Oh shit. I mean, after you hit something like that, that's like saying like mouse in the house, basketball. It's
exactly.
Like, man, when you the nigga playing defense, you like, oh nah.
Oh nah, not me. Nah.
Oh no, not me. Hell no.
And then he prefaced the whole track. He's like, drug dealing aside.
Yeah.
And
he said drug dealing aside, ghostwriting the side.
Yeah, ghostwriting
the side. So we already knew. We
wasn't even throwing them shots no more. That's all out there.
We already know that.
Because that's what everybody was saying. Like, oh yeah, because I think Nicki had tweeted something or whatever. She was like, yeah, people going beat that whole ghostwriting thing to death. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So he just pushed that aside real quick.
You got to a little bit, son. Because this is like, he even said that in his Breakfast Club joint. Like, we can't compare them because we don't know what this nigga wrote. Yeah. And we probably never will. Like, it don't matter who they credit on the song. It don't matter if it's just Drake credited on the song. We don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
but another thing. Like another thing about that ghostwriting thing is too, like that's a tricky topic because like if I'm a rapper and I value y'all music opinion and y'all in the studio with me, if I know what you about to say. Yeah, like if I put down a track and you be like, nah, bro, you should do it this way. Like a nigga could pretty much be like, oh yeah, bro, I wrote that.
No,
I wrote that technically.
That's but is what. Because, all right, my ghostwriting definition is, or like most of my verses.
True.
Don't consider that ghostwriting. That's just like the whole Kevin Hart shit. When Harry Spears was saying Kevin Hart got people writing his jokes and stuff. That's like the same type of thing. Like, just because you say funnier said this way or whatever, that don't mean he wrote your joke. Like, that's still your idea and your premise on something. But
yeah,
like that. But I feel like, but Drake even kind of said it. He was like, just because he wrote a couple of these, like a couple of verses.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, really, son? Where these verses?
Yeah. What are the verses? And yeah.
I can't do it.
You got to question what are the verses and how big are these like the verses that we looking like, oh,
like is it like the what's the shooting in the gym? See, if Quentin wrote that shit, then
it's different. It's different.
I can't fuck with you, man. Like,
you can't do that.
In the gym, if Quentin wrote, what's up with some hard? He's like, any of them joints, man. This is like, I can't like, he's a great artist, but like Drake, the man, he don't miss. But like when it come to like the Pushes, Jays, Coles, and Kendrick and them, like I can't throw them in there.
But the thing that really, like, even if he got to do writing for him, like, Drake easily could shimmy out of that. Like, people, for some reason, people don't really care about that, which is weird. But he shimmies out of that. It's like, I ain't write it, but I delivered it.
No,
Drake, his delivery is flawless.
It's like, everything. That's what I'm saying. He's one of my favorite artists ever. But like, when it comes to top MCs or whatever, I'm not throwing Drake nowhere near that shit.
He ain't like, no MC, bro.
He ain't nowhere near that joint. Nah, I can't.
Ain't no MC.
Sorry, I can't trust him with it.
He ain't no MC.
He one of the best artists ever. I love that man. Like,
bro, delivery.
Man dropped me. Yeah, like that's what he said. That's what he said on the train. He was like, "Whoever making me hits but ain't got no hits, looks like they need me." Yeah, it sounds like they need me. I'm like, yeah, but you can't go around saying you the best MC.
Exactly, and that same token, they need you, but you need them. So.
Yeah, you need them too, bro. But I don't know if you need them. I don't know what the hell.
No, yeah, it's unknown because we don't know.
He need to say, look, bro. And even if he do that, that's probably why he won't. Ain't nobody gonna believe that shit.
Nah, he came out with a little track supposedly saying he supposed to address it all, but that shit was so ass. Oh my God.
Nah.
But the crazy thing is, bruh sound just like Drake. Like if Drake would have said everything he would have said, it'd have been a hit. Like he sounds just like Drake. It's like, yo, this man really writing your raps, but it's like, I don't know, man. That's to me that matters, cause it's like, bro, you ain't writing it. Like, even if you got an idea, but if you can't articulate that idea on the song.
Yeah,
that ain't how it's supposed to be, bro. Like, that's not how it's supposed to be, bro. Like, nah, I can't rock with that. Like, the delivery, flawless. He's an amazing song maker, but who's to say that's probably his ideas. Like, he probably like, I want to drop a reggae album.
I want to drop a song about this.
Exactly.
This nigga Quentin knows somebody write the whole joint and you just rap it? Like, yeah, come on.
Nah, you don't get no credit for that.
Yeah, I can't.
you don't get no credit for that.
I heard somebody, like, I heard the subject brought up, like, what about, like, singers have people write for them all the time? But I'm like, the talent for a singer is their voice.
Yeah.
Not necessarily their writing shit. I mean, yes, a lot of them do write their own songs and sing them too, but, like, that's not the thing we're looking for. We're looking for them sing it, like the voice of it. But like,
because it's been proven that Beyonce got people to write for her. That's already.
Yeah, I know Neo write for endless niggas.
Exactly.
That's why this motherfucker don't even like. I ain't heard Neo in years, but I know he's still getting them checks.
He definitely getting them checks.
Getting them damn checks off. But like, I don't know, man. Like that joint. Push killed him, bro. Like, it's job over.
It's almost like what did you expect type thing. Like with Drake, like somebody need to check on him, bro. And nobody give a Drake update. Like somebody need to check on dude.
I don't know where yet, bro, because he got till like Saturday to bring something out.
That's a lot of pressure on that track. And if he do bring something out, he gotta address the kid.
He gotta go like now, that's what I'm saying. That's what I told y'all earlier. Like, it gotta be on some like hit 'em up shit. So it gotta be wild, disrespectful. Like,
it has to be, but that ain't him though. So it's gonna be weird. Like,
exactly.
It's gonna be trash if he come out like that. Cause Drake is known for the duppy flow. He's known for little
baby jabs, little joint. Nah, nigga, you be haymaker. This nigga Push came with that mic uppercut on him, son. Like,
that nigga Push dropped the record. I know that nigga Drake heard it. Just look in the mirror like, damn, am I really built for this shit? Or?
And the fucking cover art. Did you see the cover art, bro?
The blackface, yeah. The
like,
photographer. The photographer was on Instagram talking about it. Like, yeah, that was Drake's idea. They had shot it for, I think it was like it was a Toronto fashion company named Two Black Guys. And they had shot that. They said it was Drake's idea. So I'm like, bruh. Like, all this shit surfacing, bro. It ain't looking good for you.
It ain't looking good, bro.
It's not looking good, man.
And whoever the hell that Margaret told us earlier, they had the little IG post.
Oh yeah, the dude critiquing it.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, we back.
We back. We back, nigga. You missed hella shit. We're still in it though. We still in it.
That nigga was right, talking like shit.
Just couldn't hear me.
Oh, that's how my shit was.
It's been going in and out, but yeah, all right. We live. I know y'all was making valid points, yeah. Y'all was holding it down.
Valid, like salad.
Valid points.
But not. We talking about the blackface joint now, like the cover art.
Oh, the cover art, yeah.
Like you ain't got nothing to say for that. Like, come on, you gotta be like, hey, yo,
I did it.
I took that on the chin.
Cause that ain't Photoshop. The photographer stamped it already. Like,
yeah, that ain't no
that's
Photoshop.
That's you, bro.
That's you, though.
And they said it was his. They said it was his idea.
Yeah. And even Push was like, all right, you got to explain it to do something. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that about? He needs some, you know what I'm saying, some in-depth details around that.
Exactly.
You gotta explain yourself.
You gotta get into it because that can go a bunch of different ways too. It could be like, damn, so did you just become like black, my nigga?
Like, recently? Like, when you start dating Rihanna? You
exactly. Where that come from? Like, where?
Hey, because whole time his image did like do a crazy like 180 for real. Like when you think about it, from Degrassi to
that's what I'm saying. That Degrassi shit fucked him up because it's like,
yes sir.
Degrassi, I feel like Degrassi fucked him up because, like, first of all, that's the last real acting thing niggas seen him in. So like,
I mean, that's really the only thing he did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, that's the only image niggas had of him, and then this nigga tried to rap and like go at people. Exactly. It was like,
that's what I'm saying.
It was like, oh, bro, that ain't you.
Like, that ain't you.
You Jimmy. You in the wheelchair. Like,
I mean, you was acting your ass off.
But, exactly. Like, but like he calmed out of it a little bit. Like he was straight. But then like he started getting these beefs, and then it's like, oh,
it's like, hold up, bruh. Then he tried to kind of like glorify Toronto, make it say like, oh yeah, I got homies in prison. Like, I'm like, oh, bruh. Even if you do, but it's like, but
that ain't the place.
You Jimmy, bruh.
You Jimmy,
bruh. You are Jimmy with the fro, bruh. Like.
And I don't even want to bash him, like, but it is kind of questions that I've been having because I'm gonna admit, like, I was never like when Drake first came out, I wasn't a fan. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, come on, it's Jimmy.
I
ain't watched Degrassi, so I knew him. Yeah. I knew him from the show, but like that wasn't my main thing. I was like, all right, this nigga rapping, hey, he tough. So Far Gone was the GOAT. Like,
yeah. I ain't gonna flex.
Like,
I ain't gonna flex. I was a fan. I never watched Degrassi. I watched clips of it when I first started listening to him. So I'm like, oh,
yeah. And then I started like,
oh, okay, that's dope. So I went back and watched Degrassi. Like, okay, it didn't give me no substance. So it was like, oh,
right.
Exactly. I didn't even that Degrassi shit ain't mean nothing to me. But I do know that was his thing before he started rapping.
Right.
So it's like and I did have times where I'm like, even when he did try to sound hard or whatever, it's like, nigga, you don't. That's not you, son. Like,
that's not you.
You're trying to sing and shit, like.
But that's how I feel about most, like, cause that's how I feel about hip hop though, like, cause I look at it as entertainment. Like, very rarely these days, niggas, they ain't about to touch nobody. Nobody gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I really look at all of it like entertainment. So like if Drake popping shit acting like he hard, it's like, oh, alright, you just like, you know what I'm saying? The other niggas acting like they hard. Like ain't nobody really getting touched. Like it ain't like back in the day. Back in the day wasn't no rarely somebody get touched back in the day, but it wasn't a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like, oh, I see this nigga, I'm gonna shoot him. Like, nah.
Right.
It's entertainment and it's entertaining though. You know what I mean?
Last time that happened was what? Biggie and Pac.
Yeah. And that shit ain't happening no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it ain't like it, bro. When I see you on site, like, nah, it's just competitive. And that's what Push kept saying, like, bro, it's just people forget that rap is competitive. Like,
it's a sport.
Yeah.
It's a sport.
We don't all have to kumbaya together, my nigga.
No, I don't want that shit. That's why, like, when this shit started happening, I'm like, bet. Like, let's go, bro. Like,
we need beef. You need beef in
like,
rap.
you need it. You need an actual beef, not one record and then or two in Drake's case was beef. And then that's it. And then the nigga just go quiet and then shit happen. I'm like,
what y'all think about people saying, oh, Push just trying to revive his career?
They don't listen.
Push don't.
They don't listen.
Them same niggas is the niggas that listen to Lil Pump and all of Lil.
Yeah,
exactly.
Those are those niggas.
Them the same dudes that be like, oh, Push won't outsell Drake. I mean, Push never been the one to sell. Like,
thank you.
Who
and
the
it's not
fuck
about
outsells Drake?
Exactly. It ain't about the sales. It's just about you drop the music.
It ain't about that for them. They got their bread. They're good.
Thank you.
Push is rich.
Give a fuck.
Exactly.
Nigga, I'm better than you. That's all that I care about.
And that's all and that's why I respect. That's all he's standing on. He's saying, my nigga, I'm better than you when these ones and twos.
He a grown
Straight
ass
up.
man. This nigga's 40.
Facts.
He ain't worried about no damn sale. He got his bread. He's good. He's fucking the president of a record label.
Come on,
the fuck I give a fuck about my sales right now for? Like, I'm making, like he said in his interview, bro, I'm making music for my fans that I know they want to listen to.
Facts.
Because Charlamagne asked him, he was like, what you say to people that's like, oh, man, what'd he say? He rap about the same thing all the time. I'm like,
they don't really listen.
They don't listen.
Yeah.
They don't really listen. It was like, if they can't get past that part and see the deeper meaning of it, then fuck them. Like, oh well, my fans get it. That's who buy my music anyway. So some niggas like that is them niggas that don't listen to them for real. Like, I hate that.
Because I seen that today. I seen that multiple times today. Like, he trying to revive his. I'm like, all right, y'all. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be Drake groupies like
forever, bro.
To forever.
And
I'm like,
all right, the groupie thing. It's not. I don't even mind that you're a groupie and that you love a nigga so much or whatever.
You gotta be real.
You gotta be real. So you gotta be reasonable.
You gotta be realistic about it.
You gotta take your bias out the drink, man. Like,
exactly.
Like I thought about it like for us. Like we Cole fans. Like if Cole caught a body like this,
I'm going crazy.
Or caught some bars like this,
I would
crazy. Be hurt.
I'd be hurt. I'd be like, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, I would be hurt, but at the same time, I'll be like, all right, if it's true,
that's
fire
though. You know what I'm saying? Like if he caught the rap or Push,
I mean, let's be real.
I'd be like, bro, that shit fire. But
if he caught the rap or Push, it wouldn't even hurt. If he caught the rap or Push, I'd be like, this nigga about to come out with something. You about to drop some other shit, so I'm good. Like, I'm straight.
To be honest, I wouldn't want Cole to respond to that if it was directed towards. I don't want him.
But see, this is the difference between Cole and Drake, though. Like Charlamagne say all the time about he be always talking about living your truth. Like I feel like Cole has a clean slate because he always lived his truth. Like it ain't no skeletons, you know what I'm saying? On Cole.
Cole always
it ain't no skeletons on Cole.
He always exposed, kind of like 8 Mile. He always exposed and like, all right, nigga, this is what it is. What you
Bro,
exactly.
I'm reading Charlamagne's book, right? And he has like a whole fucking half a chapter about that. That literal that 8 Mile mentality. Like, just say it, bro. If you're an artist,
say it.
This shit, bro. Like,
say it before they use it against you.
Get it out, Say your shit before they try to use that shit against you for no fucking reason, for a click, and get some money off of it. And then, but if you say it already, then it's like, all right, that's not an insult, nigga. Like, I'm good. Like, you not.
So that's why I got faith. I got faith in Cole that nothing like that would ever happen to him. Like,
I don't think so.
They can't pull the rug from under that nigga. Bro.
First of all, I don't think nobody's that dumb.
Nobody's that stupid,
And Cole not gonna pick a beef either. He ain't gonna be like
exactly. There ain't no point.
It ain't gonna be aggressive.
Too damn grown. That's like the same thing with Kendrick. Like, ain't nobody going for
Nobody doing that.
You a
Nobody
dumb
doing
nigga
that.
if you do that.
But let me ask y'all a question though.
You're asking to lose.
Let me ask y'all a question though. This push dish. What do this rank? What is it like? Is it up there with the ethers and the hit 'em ups or what?
Nah, hell no.
Nah.
Because it's Drake.
That's the thing. Like
I don't know what. I don't think.
Because
so,
this ain't a record. This is a diss record. You don't listen to
still
this.
hard.
You
Right.
listen to this and you like, oh shit, this ain't something to dance to.
This joint mean business.
And even with the ether, even with when Nas dropped ether, they asked Jay-Z probably like 5 years after 5 or 10 years after he dropped ether. Yeah. And they was like, why you never responded to that? Jay was like, but did you hear that shit? The fuck I'm gonna say? Like, did you hear that? What I'm gonna say to that? Like, that's something you don't respond to because it's like that fire. It's like, bro,
it's that hard.
That's it. Like,
I seen this dude. This is how I knew people was in denial about this Drake thing, like about the diss. Like this dude posted like, he's like, yeah, y'all slicing it. It was just shock value. Like other than the 40 line and some other line, that joint wasn't that hard.
That
like,
40 shit was hard.
I was like, son,
that 40 shit, man.
I was like, if you saying that,
just,
like, come on.
Hey, that nigga Push went at his dad, and he went
at
40.
Oh my God, he went at. Let me run down. I wrote this joint down. Like he went at
that nigga
his mom.
That nigga said, how long does he have left? 666. I said,
damn. Yeah, but
nah, he's like, tick, tick, tick. How long that man got? He is
666.
He's like, I got that devil flow 666. I was like, oh my God.
But they cut
it. He said,
on, son.
He was like,
come on.
He said he gonna pre-book the church and the hearses. Like, if we all go to hell, it'd be worth it.
It'd be worth it. That nigga said, why would you put Kanye on my verses? I want all the curses.
I want all of it. I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke, son.
Bring it to me.
I'm like, bro, he's not playing.
Nah.
And I already know, bro. As soon as I heard this, I was like, oh, he got something else. He got another record.
Because he said we're going
more than one. That nigga said
more than one that night.
That nigga said Surgical Summer Volume 1. We gonna take it slow.
We're gonna peel it back layer by layer.
He got more than one joint.
And I think that was more like a mental mind fuck, like for Drake, because he might low key. He probably don't even. Well, I'm not gonna say. He might not even have, like, you know what I'm saying, another song recorded, but he want Drake to think he do. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he got to, son.
He said that. I feel like he said that mostly just to see, you know what I'm saying, if he really gonna jump back out there. Exactly.
That nigga gotta have something. You can't talk like that and not have nothing. I mean, that nigga got something, bro.
Push got something in the pocket, ready to go. He got
that motherfucker said 666.
And then,
I was like, oh, son.
I said, wait, that man 40 really sick, though. Like,
sick, like, for real.
That shit was dumb. Like, the dude you sent this earlier, he was like,
oh, yeah, that's what I'm about to ask y'all, too. Which
stuff,
come on, son.
Like, he already, everybody already knew. I was like, okay,
that
I can't say about it, first of all. But
Drake lightly, very
lightly. He treaded lightly, like
with the porn star joint. Like that just means you fucked a couple. That don't mean you got a baby by home.
Exactly.
Like,
he said
got interview.
He said some I'm ashamed to mention. Like, nah, he's very lightly.
What that mean?
What that mean? Let's really get into the details, my guy.
Yeah, and this nigga gave us the details. My man went
fuck it.
Ham. He went ham on the details.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he tried, and like the dude that said that on his story, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, all right, I understand people want to be devil's advocate, you know what I'm saying? Want to take Drake's side, but come on, son. You in denial right now.
You gotta be realistic.
You gotta be real, man.
No matter how much your favorite, you gotta be realistic. Was it bars or not? If you close your ears to hip hop, you're not a fan of it, no matter
exactly.
what. Like just because you're going at your man, you can't be like, oh nah, bro,
thank
that
you.
That's
a fire. That's a fire point. That's a fire point.
Because when Drake did it to Meek, everybody was on.
Everybody was.
Oh my God,
bad the back. No, bad the back. Oh, but it's the best hit record ever. Like
fire thing. All right, bro. That was tough, but I mean, like, dang, bro, it wasn't even like, come on, son.
That was a club jump. Like
it was a Drake song.
It was
like
Drake.
It was so Drake, bro. Like my favorite.
And it was just because, and on top of that, it was just because Meek, number one, the shit that he dropped was whack, and number two, when he was supposed to respond back, he didn't. So then when he did do the back-to-back, and then the cover art with the little Marlins and the Philly joint, like,
yeah.
Come on, he had all that lined up. So that's added to the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? The whole layout, which made it even more fire. It was just the perfect time, and he put everything into it, which is why you got to give it to Push, because he did the same thing. He did all the research.
Bro.
He did all his research. He got the cover art. He got all the tea out. Like, come on, son.
All of it. And good timing, too. And
great timing.
I just found out the day he dropped The Story of a Dayton, the diss track.
The same day as the Exodus.
6 years later. That's
the 29th.
That's crazy. How that lined up.
That's
crazy.
OD. Come on, son.
How y'all think you found out? Go ahead.
And I was just gonna say, you really got people out here that's like really like in denial about that. That's blowing me kind of like, it's like, all right, come on.
I don't like that. I hate that.
Bro, like you said, Reggie, like you not a fan of hip hop. If you sitting here,
that is literal dick riding. That's saying somebody tough ain't dick riding, but doing this is dick riding. It ain't that tough because you like to do. That's dick riding.
That's like, literal dick riding, son.
That's literally.
You gotta hop off the tip a little bit
just to listen. Just
get off the joint. Just get off the joint for 3.5 minutes. Go listen to this Pusha joint, and then you can hop back on. After you have a great judgment of what just happened to your man, then you could go back to scrotum.
You
like,
might not even want to go back.
You might not.
You might not.
But my homeboy, he's a number one Drake fan. Like, I think he's the most Drake fanatic fan, you know what I'm saying, that I know. But he even was like, yo, I was like, you think he can come back from this? He was like, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Like when people say come back, you mean respond.
Well, I say yeah. I'm thinking
because Drake ain't losing.
Ain't no going away.
Yeah, I'm saying no.
That's what I was telling y'all earlier. Drake's still good.
Yeah,
like, trust me, son.
He can come out with a song right now, and that joint go number one.
Exactly, and everybody forget about it. Type
and they have nothing to do with Push. Like it'd be a regular little. It could be the Nice for What. If he'd have dropped Nice for What right now, everybody forgot about that damn thing.
Exactly.
Side note, that joint fire. Side note,
oh no, that joint great.
That joint fire.
Oh no,
and the video even better. I'm like, this nigga.
Oh my god, man, that nigga.
Yeah, son, that and God's plan, bro. I
was about to say, oh my god, Drake a mastermind, but who knows who
knows?
Drake and them.
Drake and the boys. Drake and the boys smart as hell.
Drake and them.
Hey, question though. Let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
How y'all think Push found out all that about Drake? What was his method?
They know everybody know everybody, bro.
Okay,
and
Explain that though.
Like look, who you think? Okay, look. The whole Adidas and the thing with his son or whatever. He got a lot. Don't he? Is it like signed with Adidas?
Yeah,
Push.
I mean, Kanye. Yeah. Push with Adidas and Kanye was with Adidas.
Right. Like he probably got too many connections with them. Like he probably found that like easier than you thought. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but the
just probably got like motherfucking Instagram. Oh, I don't know about that.
But what specifically you talking about?
Like how you think he found out about the baby, the porn star?
I don't know, but
but apparently these rumors been out like about I haven't heard him, but apparently like he been getting accused of having a kid, like, but I just never heard him.
I never heard him either.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, I don't know. That's what my homeboy said. He was like, yeah, he always like every year, and apparently he got paternity tested and all that, but like apparently this stuff been out like low key, like on, you know what I'm saying, like very low key. And Drake kept it that way.
Get it though, like, okay, if you have a baby with a porn star, that's not the worst thing in the world. people got babies with Kim Kardashian.
Exactly. It's all about the
so
like
you.
Them,
it's all about owning it.
Yeah.
It's all about owning it.
Who gonna
own
you
it? Just gotta be like, I mean, that's my girl. Fuck it.
Niggas
You're Drake.
Yeah.
Like you're not. If this was fucking. If this was me or something, you know like, I would advise him not to come out with that shit. But like,
but
bro, you Drake,
but Drake in real life struggles with identity, bro. So
I really want to know what that is,
and that's why he's like pride. That's why it was a whole pride check.
He always been saying that in a song. Like I don't know if I might be too white for the black.
Him and Logic, bro. I wanna ask them like, what is that thing? Like what? Y'all, it ain't like y'all
accepted by both. What the fuck is the problem?
Yeah, but he. Really, but Logic, well, Drake definitely. I don't know what Drake talking about, but Logic, like he be talking about like his mom and his dad and stuff. Like his mom white, but she be calling him a nigga and all that. I be like, I
get that, but that's fucked up. That's a fucked up.
I be like, yeah.
But his situation is wild anyway. Like y'all know his story.
Like y'all seen that joint on Netflix, The Rapture?
Yeah, The Rapture.
That was tough. His joint was tight. But yeah, I'm like,
he got.
But I don't know. I still be like, bro, like
to your question,
good. You straight.
You
like
good.
You're a famous rapper.
Even if you feel like you're not accepted.
I don't get what the thing is.
Even if you feel like you're not accepted, bro, just look at the checkbook. Everything will be good.
Look at the check, bro.
Everything
you're
good.
Straight.
It's good.
I don't like these niggas. I mean, I don't know, bro. It could be a rip, but maybe because we just broke. But like. So they got time to think about. Time to think about other stuff like their skin color and how did it affect their other millions.
But do
they
though? Like, cause they always rapping and on tour in the studio. Do they really got time to think about that, or are they overthinking it?
Nah, I do, bro. They got way more time than we do. But I just be like, okay, like with that, like with London, just for since it's there. I be like, what? What do you mean? It's like. Why does it matter that it like confuses you or what? First of all, nigga, you black. Like, you have a black dad.
Yeah.
You a black dude.
Come on,
son. Like, you say nigga and don't get your ass beat. So somebody accepted you somewhere.
So you good.
So you right? Like, good. Just be good with that. Like, why does it matter? Like, what else are you trying to become president or something? Like, I don't. Where else are you trying? Where else are you trying to go that it would matter that much that somebody might not know if you're black or white? Like, what? Exactly. You can go anywhere in the world. Exactly. You got all the money you need. Your family's straight. All the money.
You comfortable?
Right. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand what his thing is. I really want.
It seems like they. It seems like they overly concerned.
It's like
about shit that don't
switch
matter.
Lies with me, so you can go ahead and because I take that shit and be white.
Come to Southeast for a day. Yeah. 1569 for a day.
And I'll be white man trying to be black, old curly hair and all that. I'll do that gladly.
And making hits.
I would do that.
And opening the, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm like, bro, get that shit out of here, bro. Like,
shit does not matter, my boy.
Does not
matter. But to your question though, Reg, like I don't know how he. That other info, like he just did his research.
Yeah, like the photographer jump. You think he just did the research?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he got the picture from.
Cause that's a very extensive research. Bro.
That's extensive.
That's very extensive.
You going back what? 14 years?
Yeah, like, that was 2008 when he took the picture. So that's
you going back 10 years.
But he low key had to get that perfect, you know what I'm saying, cover art.
That joint was perfect.
Because that's how like I said about the Meek joint, like that's how Drake lined it up. He lined it up with the cover art, the timing of everything, you know what I'm saying? Like he did all that. So Push had to do it. He kind of pulled the ham on him.
Push is very calculated about his movements. Bro.
Very calculated, fool. Like and he just had to do it. Like and he was on the clock, I ain't gonna lie. We was giving him like another thing.
I ain't really
really
buy that though. Like I ain't feel like he was on the clock because I felt like bro, everything don't have to be addressed. That's my thing. I feel like if you big enough, you don't really gotta address a lot of shit. Like say if Drake diss Jay-Z tomorrow, like we don't expect Jay-Z to go
and
back.
See, but that's
like.
Yeah, like that's I feel like that's a different story. I think he needed to respond because number one, it's a recorded history, you know what I'm saying, of their beef or whatever. Number two is because because of the whole Meek thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if he didn't respond, they was like, oh, Drake got another body. You know what I'm saying? He got Meek and then he got Push. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to end up in that category with Meek taking that L. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to say something back. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't respond, he would have ended up in the same like casket as Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? Like
right beside each other.
So right beside each other, you know what I'm saying? Same graveyard. So it'd have been he had to say something. Now the extent that he took it was, you know what I'm saying, way crazier, but
the extent was, I ain't gonna say it was too much, but shit, man.
Nah, it wasn't. I don't think it was too much.
Nah, it wasn't too much. It was like, fuck, though. Like, I just thought of it from Drake's standpoint, like, damn, this nigga went to my best friend.
He went in my like, hey, the 40 joint, I ain't gonna lie, the 40 joint even hurt me.
Nah,
that joint.
I ran it back. I had to run it back. Like, I know he ain't say that.
It ain't
even.
I know
he ain't even say that.
He just like, he's serious.
For real.
Like when he went at 40, I'm like, okay, he's not just playing around.
He really trying to end this shit. Like
he
today.
really trying to end it. Like don't come back.
I don't have no time for that shit.
Don't come back here.
Man, it's 666.
Yo, and he played with it. He played with the joint. Like he was rapping one way the whole time, and then he just started playing with it. Like
he started playing with it.
Bro, I'm
like,
just saying that joint forever.
That's assassination.
Every time I get sick, Every time I get sick, nigga, I'm sick.
that shit ain't right, man. That nigga,
hey, that ain't supposed to be right.
Because I think low key, like he was coming at the whole camp. You know what I'm saying? As far as how they make music over there. Yeah, he was basically like saying fuck all y'all, cause y'all teaming up making music over there. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all want to team up and make music, I'm gonna go at the whole team. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's really what I think he was getting to. I mean, he that joint was just wild, son. I'm sorry.
Son went crazy. Bro. Like,
and I don't know. It's just gonna be interesting to see, though.
He's not gonna respond, bro. He ain't gonna respond.
He can't. Bro.
And then he got the album supposed to be dropping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's crazy. Like, it's crazy about the album. I mean to cut you off, but it's crazy about the album because Scorpion is already finished. Kanye produced that. Mm-hmm. So what they gonna do with that? Because that relationship that shit over with already.
Oh, Kanye in the middle of everything. I mean,
what Kanye gonna do, bro? Like he
can hold it. What you mean?
It's nothing he can do, son. It's nothing he can do, bro. He just like, yo, that's on y'all, bro. Like, I'm over here in Wyoming.
He went at Kanye too, though. So it's like we all involved type shit. It's almost like me and Push versus you.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
And Kanye produced his whole album, Scorpion, that's supposed to be coming out soon. Kanye produced that whole joint. So they might be on some bullshit and be like, nigga, that's my shit. Straight up. You
release that joint whenever I feel like it.
Exactly.
Nigga, release that joint in 2030.
Be on some baby shit like, nigga, shit. Carter, what? Yeah, all right. Sit down. That's crazy.
Chill, son. I don't know. It's a tricky.
That's
very situation.
And Ye dropping Friday.
Ye dropping Friday.
He already announced the album listening party Thursday, so he dropping Friday.
Just so everybody can shut up about everything else.
You think he went back and tweaked some things after this?
Most definitely.
No, I don't think so. If Push on that joint, yeah.
Most definitely. I don't think he's gonna have no features. I feel like he got too much to address. He got to address the.
All these albums gonna be 7 songs.
Yep,
7 tracks. Yeah,
that's wild.
He got too much to address. He got to address him and Jay-Z relationship.
These songs about to be long as shit.
Like shit, bro. It's about to be going
20 minutes long.
And he said he found all their samples at the same time. So I'm pretty sure the samples gonna be similar too.
That's what Push was saying. He was like, he went to the joint and got like 2,000 records. Like, fools. How do you walk into a joint? This nigga, he paid for like a year, bro. Like, he broke in some record store. He's at Amoeba and bought like 2,000 records, and they went back to Utah or whatever.
Nigga just listening to
and just went through all that. I wish I could have been at that joint. Like,
telling you, man. Because the samples on Push album was straight. I fuck with that.
I love, bro. Like,
I love a sample. I don't know. I love a sample,
bro. That's why I like that joint at the end of ASAP joint with him and Frank Ocean.
Wow,
that Lauryn Hill joint. Like, I was like,
that was
yeah, I was like, I replayed that my whole like all day yesterday. I'm like, this joint is so tough, and I love. All right, not to get away from that, but like ASAP, bro, like. I love how he do that Houston joint. He always chopping and screwing something.
That Guns and Butter.
Yeah, like dog, like he's the best.
Son, that whole album,
that whole jump straight.
Y'all think he underrated?
Fuck yeah. Extremely.
Hell yeah,
man. He underrated.
Because
I ain't gonna lie. I got on him late, but
I got on him like my freshman year of college.
I've been
ASAP. What was that joint? It was like black and white, and he was on the front with like the American flag behind him.
I've been on ASAP.
I know what you're talking about.
That album.
I've been on ASAP for a brick, nigga.
That was like 2013, I think. But like I feel like he underrated because
he kind of moved
with the fashion and all that. Like he into a lot. He's like big.
He do a lot of shit. Yeah, he
ain't just he don't just got a clothing line. Like he's in the fashion world. Like he's all the way in that joint.
Yeah. Clothing line, nigga, model.
Well, like people forget. People forget the music, and then he come out with something like this, and then you good.
And it's like, oh shit, this nigga actually rap.
He can
rap.
This
nigga really can rap.
He's smart as shit too, but that nigga be finding samples.
That's my man, though. Like, he too tough.
Dog.
That is.
Hey man, so how long we giving Drake, dog? How long y'all giving?
I say Saturday, bro.
I say he don't gotta respond.
No, he shouldn't respond.
Hey, somebody said 3 minutes. If he come back in 3 minutes, boy, that's it for him. He might as well wrap it up.
He shouldn't respond. But if he do, Saturday the last day. Bro.
It'll be good for hip hop if he respond, but I don't.
That's what I'm saying. I want this to go for a little bit. Like,
I think like even people even hawking his IG. Like I be on his IG. Like, all right, did he post anything?
Exactly,
bro. Yes, I be waiting, bro. Like I need that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I need to see something like Push. And then it's crazy. I sent y'all the joint with the IG took his little post down.
Yeah, like what?
I'm like, do y'all think that was
Drake
and them?
It was.
Hell yeah. They tried to take it off SoundCloud too before people got it.
Or some plan, or like some fans, some OC fans reporting it or whatever.
Of course.
Some
I report that joint
100,000 times by herself.
Like people got that joint now, bro. I got that joint on my phone.
It's too late.
As we speak, it's too late, bro. He would have had to get that joint literally seconds, probably milliseconds after he released it to take that to nobody get it.
And
then
what about that post was harmful? You know what I'm saying? All he did was post the cover art and you know what I'm saying?
Hey man,
said that go get the joint. Like
they don't need that.
Crazy. It's too late now.
Yeah,
they don't need that. But it's the heat. The lava is hot, nigga.
Boy, y'all boiling.
That shit's scorching. Scorching.
Oh,
all right,
man.
so throw a button on that joint. These damn playoffs, man.
Look, that's what it is, bro.
I got a
literally
major
cried.
issue with the NBA.
I was sick.
I literally cried watching the
Rockets
Houston Warriors game, young. I almost
because it'd have been different. It'd have been different if CP3 was playing. It'd have been way different if CP3 was playing. Nah,
bruh. It would have
like that.
You know what's crazy? A layer that people not even thinking about, I don't think, but you know what I'm saying? I heard like lately a whole bunch of talk about how Chris Paul is like annoying on the court, how people
you can
don't
see
like
it.
playing.
You can see it.
And but what I think happened is that I think everything happens for a reason, right? I think he went out to show how the Rockets don't appreciate this man and see how they are without. I see exactly how much they need this man.
That's like, a Fuego take.
He might be annoying on the court, you know what I'm saying? But I really think like he trying to get the best out the team, you know what I'm saying? And I think they are at their best when he's on the floor, clearly, because when they don't have him, you know what I'm saying? Like, they in shambles, dog.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
They was in shambles. Like, they started off great. I had them, like, I was like, all right, y'all doing the thing, but, like, when they needed
couldn't
him,
keep up the pace. And they went back to the old Rockets where they got swept. Because you can't, like, I don't know what it is about Harden. I never understood it. Right, getting the playoffs and just shrink. I don't get it.
He was missing, dog. I was like, son, I thought Harden was a beast, you know what I'm saying? But he was not showing up. I mean, he was taking the shots, but I mean, this was the whole team though. Like, I never saw a shooting performance like that.
Bro, Trevor Ariza went 0 for 12.
They missed like 23 straight threes or something
27.
Like that.
We gonna go 27.
And it was like, and this is the crazy thing. Like, PJ Tucker was getting hella offensive boards. So like these 3-pointers was literally back to back.
Exactly.
Open.
He had like 4 and 5 shots per take. You know what I'm saying? Like
they was
per possession.
bugging.
Like,
I'm like, okay, how are you?
They was just missing food, and I could not understand this.
I'm so mad. Like, I'm just like, I'm tired of watching this,
dog.
Because it's like, the first 2 Cavs Warriors, them joints was lit. Last year was terrible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This year's gonna be terrible. Like, why are we doing this? Stop it.
I'm a Bron.
The Celtics fried me more. The Celtics fried me more than the Rockets.
They blew me down. I mean, yeah, they did. I mean, I think because they young and they was missing Kyrie and Gordon, but I mean,
forget that.
They just couldn't. They just couldn't get it at the end, son.
Forget it. And I didn't watch neither Game 7. I was watching 13 Reasons Why the whole time. But
they were both sad. They were both of those games were very sad.
It's just like, first of all, this is my first beef.
Yeah.
Why cannot NT1 win on the road?
Exactly.
Where does that not, like,
and where did that
besides
come
the Warriors, apparently, like, where did that come from?
And then this is what I hear NBA people saying, like, people that's retired or whatever, they be like, yeah, it's just, you don't understand, like, you got travel, you got, your regiment might be off a little bit.
So all season,
like,
you could win on the road. But
I'm like, if you got to dig deep for these excuses, bro, I don't know.
You are professional.
You're a professional.
You've been
bro.
doing this.
This ain't the
You've
first
been
doing this.
They ain't just make the road playoff games this year. Shit. Like,
Exactly.
come on,
yeah,
now.
like that ain't just happened. I be sitting there like, all right, it's not even that people are losing. People are getting blown out on the road, like 20, 30. I'm like, okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
Somebody pulling the strings, fool.
Stop my time, son. Like,
stop my time.
It's be like horrible shooting performances. It's like people don't forget how to pass. It's like, what happened to y'all? There's the Celtics, man. Like, first of all,
because had the Celtics won a
they
game,
got one on the road,
just one.
They'd have won. They'd have won the series.
That's it. They'd have got one.
That's all they needed.
But that nigga Tatum came up big though.
He's a dog. All of them are tough.
He's huge.
All of them. I'm like, it's no reason they should not be in the, like, bruh. I don't know.
He fought for the Celtics, dog. And then what happened is in Game 7, he was literally the only one. Like, usually Jaylen Brown and even Rozier a little bit was, you know what I'm saying, of course, present. But like that Game 7, son, they was nowhere to be found.
So let me ask y'all.
And then they kept. Go ahead.
Let me ask y'all a question, right? So with Tatum, with what he did in the playoffs, when Gordon Hayward come back, will Tatum call the bench or what?
Who's at 5?
Hell no.
Who's at 5 right now?
That 5 was
it was Morris, Horford, Rozier, Tatum, and Brown. It depends on some of the league.
Kyrie and Gordon come back.
Kyrie and Gordon are back.
You think Gordon should just walk into a spot, or is it like, nah, nigga?
Well, no. He's definitely gonna have to come off the bench. But then the year after, even like later next season, probably like, what is it? They start in October, so probably like he get back in the groove around January. So about January, February, then they gonna start questions like, all right, who coming off the bench? Like somebody gonna have to Andre Iguodala this.
They gonna have to get Brown to come off the bench.
Yeah, that's the first one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Because when you compare the rookies, wait, Jaylen Brown is he?
Yeah,
second year.
Second year. But even still, like you compare them three, Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Rozier, son. Tatum by far was the man. Like, so you can't bench him, son. You cannot.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown gonna have to scooch, and then
scooch.
And then Rozier off. All right, so yeah, they good. But then that means their bench is heavy. Their bench will win you the championship. Their bench will get you to the finals.
Yeah,
people gonna have to just put their pride aside.
With a healthy Kyrie, that's a winning formula right there.
Come on, son. You gotta look at the bigger picture, son. They got it to the
that's why
Kyrie
took the surgery, because they just like, all right, bro, we gonna have to sacrifice this year for you. They still almost got there, but like, hey, if we don't, we got some reason. We ain't have our main guy, but it's like now they good. They got all the experience in the world. I don't want to hear nothing about no inexperience no more.
Oh no, they good.
Because I'm like, even with them this year, it's like, how many situations are that new?
Exactly.
In basketball.
Exactly.
Like to where experience or whatever plays a major factor. I hate when they use that. It's like, they got been playing basketball their whole life.
Exactly.
It's the same type of situation. It's just better players around. Like,
yeah.
And on the Celtics, they were the more talented team. So it ain't even like they were outmatched. They were the
I ain't gonna lie.
team.
You know who was blowing me in Game 7? Fucking Al Horford, son.
Bro, he blows me, period.
I know he a veteran presence, and you know what I'm saying, people love him, whatever, but he blows me, son. First of all, he uncoordinated. You know what I'm saying? He always looked like he about to fall.
The nigga shot
and he out of breath. What you say? Al Horford always looked like he out of breath. He always looked like.
Nah, bro, too, though. Al Horford like 90, though.
Come on, son. And they kept switching. They kept switching the mids. They kept doing the picks. And he ended up on LeBron, checking LeBron, and nobody would help. He would score on him every time.
All right, so this is we watching the joint against the Warriors the other night. And I was saying, like, it's just a matchup. Look, bro.
I know, but see, look.
Steph is the worst player on the court when it comes to defense for the Warriors. So we just going to screen whoever he's checking, and
hopefully they switch.
Get that switch.
Yeah, they go right out.
That's the same thing. So he's the slowest.
I don't know what it is, but the Rockets have that defense thing down to a pack where they can switch and help out and still get back to the man. Like they did something. They do something where other teams don't, because their defense. Before the Warriors heated up, you know what I'm saying? Which when they do that, you can't stop it.
It's over. The game's over.
So, but before they did that, Warriors had them on lock. They was switching, blah blah blah. Like they had something figured out. And I wish more teams would, you know what I'm saying, channel that thing. But when they was doing it on the Celtics, dog, LeBron was going to the left, shooting with his right, like doing everything on Horford, just doing him dirty, and it was just like. Dog, it was hard to watch, son. I was like, dog, this is
just
crazy.
Can't check them. Like, I don't know, man. Like, the 3 seconds messes people up because it takes them longer to come help when he drives. Yeah. So you can't just sit in the paint.
Yeah, no, I know that.
And all that, it's just like
all the rules are catered to the offensive player nowadays.
Yes, everything, man. Like you can't touch them.
Can't touch them.
Shooting like
can't hand check. You can't do nothing. So
no hand check.
So for a defender to be good these days, that nigga is very good. Like very, very good. That nigga guard
Kawhi Leonard, bro.
With no hands. He nigga guard with his chest.
Even Trevor Ariza was giving KD hell the whole game until third, fourth quarter when he just don't having his way and shit. But
it's the third quarter, man. Like you can't.
That's the most important quarter of the game.
No.
And
against,
I knew
them. I know usually it is, but it's something. It's different. It's another level with the Warriors.
It's different with them.
They will destroy. Like okay. So a regular game, you could be up 8 at halftime, and then after the third, you could be down 4, and then you'd be like, oh dang, that was an important quarter. With them, you up 12 at halftime and get down 20 after the third. It's like, what?
And that's literally what happened. They was up 11 at halftime. Third quarter, I don't know what happened. They went up.
They
like 15,
went
20.
off.
They thinking the game going good, and they can look up to the skybox like, oh shit.
Like, oh.
Nah, man, y'all gotta act like y'all down 12. When you up 12, you gotta play like you down 12.
Because that ain't nothing playing against the Warriors. But
it's not. That's 4 shots.
They light that shit up. That shit
over with. 4 shots. That's 4 shots for the Warriors.
Nah, for real. I'm starting to think they got a magnetic field in their rim with the basketball. That should be it be too on. Like it be too on.
Because in the first half,
stupid shots, bro. Like
in the first half, the only person that was really on was saving them was Clay. Clay was on, you know what I'm saying? Even though he had early fouls, he had like 3 fouls in the first 3
And they
minutes.
kept that nigga in, bro. That's how I knew. I fuck with Steve Kerr, bro. I'm like, bro, that's hella confidence in your players.
Yeah.
Bro.
You just gotta be like, hey, bro, you know the deal. You better stop.
That nigga got 3 fouls within the first 3 minutes. I'm like, shit.
But it's game 7.
It's game 7.
You can't sit, son. Like Andre's not playing. You cannot sit. We need you.
They sat him down for a little bit, but then once the Rockets started pulling away, they got his ass right back up.
I seen Clay hit this joint, and this is why I need to get in the gym with them, bro. I don't know what quarter it was. I just saw the highlight. Full speed, fast break, stop, catch the joint at the 3-point line, pump fake, let go, let Cuz go by.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And come all the way back up and catch it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That was Capella that flew by.
Everybody, I wish everybody to make a shot. Like
full speed.
Back to a shot. No, but boom, stop it down. And come back up and shoot it.
And butter that.
I'm like, catch. I don't understand where I gotta go in the gym with them, man. Like,
dog, it's
first
something
of all,
about them, dog.
The knee strength is off the charts. Off the charts. Anybody else do that, you tearing your whole meniscus. You fucked up. You fucked up. On top.
I don't know, man. Like, I be thinking I can shoot, and then like,
son, it's so natural with them. Like, it's crazy.
That joint is nothing. It is like,
and they all on the same team. That's the worst part.
That's the wild part. That's the OC part.
Like Clay and Steph, but them niggas
literally
like
it's literally like water. It looks like water.
Steph look like he just throw that bitch up. Clay actually got a form. That motherfucker beautiful.
Exactly.
He got the best form I ever seen in my life.
It's so beautiful, bro.
Like that joint, perfect. It's picture perfect.
It's too beautiful, bro. And
that man he kept him in the game, so I ain't gonna lie. And then
he keep him in a lot of games, though.
A lot of games,
of course.
But nobody say nothing about him. But because then Steph made 9 threes in a row, and then
exactly, that's exactly what happened. Third quarter, KD and Steph heated up, and then they was just raping the Rockets, though.
Raping them niggas, bro.
Because the Rockets was missing every shot. For some reason, they wanted to go 3-point out of nowhere. They was in the game because of layups and like, what's that center name? The young
Capella.
boy? Yeah, Capella had hella buckets.
He was in.
He was 9 for 10.
He was in.
He had a dub.
That's how they was. I'm telling you, son. Like watching that shit was blowing me because they was like, I was like, and that's what Son said on I forgot your name. He was sportscaster, one of the announcers, whatever. He's like, yeah, I wonder what they said in the huddle at halftime because it's like they switched the game plan completely. Like, why would you switch it when y'all was ahead?
Because them niggas start panicking. They like, man, eventually the Warriors gonna get on.
They gonna start
this lead
getting
up.
off.
Gotta get this lead up.
50.
Gotta get this lead up. So
we're gonna do that. But I ain't never seen nobody miss 27 in a row.
I'm telling you, son, if you would have watched that game, son, you would have been. I was literally sitting here like, what the fuck is going
on? I turned it off like twice. I'm like, this shit ain't real.
Bro, I ain't watch that joint at all.
Shit ain't real.
Y'all leaving the joystick down too long.
Shit ain't real. Like they're putting the camera on hard, and I'm looking at a nigga like, bro, this shit ain't real, bro.
This ain't for real.
Ain't no way.
I'm telling you, they was missing. Like I'm talking about, they couldn't find the hoop.
And it was good shots. Like, PJ Tucker 6'5", battling down there for all the boards, passing the bitch.
Oh my god, son, he had to have like 30 boards, man.
Shit ain't real.
I know he had like 16 in game 6. This man was eating.
Bro, 6'5".
Down
hey, bro,
like,
it don't matter how big, bro. Rebounding is all just 1, 2.
Yeah.
One in position. He was just in the right position all the time.
If you know where to go, if you realize, like, okay, he shoots from the corner, it might bounce. It's 75% or whatever it is, it's gonna come to the other side. If you over there and you want it, you can get the ball.
Grab that shit.
Get the ball.
Just get it, bro.
And he was doing that.
Nah,
like he kept him in that thing, but they just couldn't make no shots.
The superstar, Harden, bro, like. Because they
like
feed off him.
He was like 2 for 13 3.
That's a fact.
If he ain't on,
but he still had 30.
Exactly.
But he still had 30 because he went to the free throw line.
He had 30.
He had
29 shots.
Exactly.
That is horrible. Disgusting. That's Russell Westbrook. That's Russell Westbrook. Like, that's terrible. On 29 shots, bro, you should have almost 60.
Exactly.
Like you had like 50 something. at least, at the very least, 40 something.
He jacking that motherfucker.
Yeah, you
shooting that bitch.
Jacking it, bro. And I'm like, bro, go to the rack. Like, how is he? Was he going to the bucket? Like, you get to the line with the ease.
That's what
James Harden. I swear he gets to the line every time he goes to the bucket. If he don't make it,
son.
like,
I feel like
this how you knew they was jacking, because this man Harden, I think at least 3 or 4 times in the game, he tried to get the and 1 3-point shot, and they denied all.
Yes, and I'm so glad I saw them highlights. I'm like, I'm so glad
it was like
they stopped calling that, because all he do is just like poke his butt out, like just throw himself over. I'm like, that's not a foul. Like, they kept giving it to him early though, like early in the series. I'm like, that is not a foul. Like, he's just like flailing. Like, that's not a foul, bro. Like,
and I knew, and they was calling. The rest was calling. I give it to the rest because they was calling the game consistent. They was letting them niggas play out.
Hey, the game 7, bro. We ain't got time for that. Like, I'm trying to go home.
Them play.
Y'all either gonna win or not. Like, hey.
And that, like, Harden always do that. They say you supposed to give him place and land, but bro be contorting his body.
He be OC with it, man.
Yeah,
like
he tried something.
He do the Reggie Miller foot kick out and all that, get hit. I'll be like, come on, man. Like, stop.
Just go to the rack, bro.
Just go to the rack. You automatically get fouled at the rack, bro. Like, it just happens.
Rack.
And then you also get players in foul trouble. Like, so you don't even have to worry about them jacking threes all game because they in foul trouble. Like, they don't understand. Like, that shit was working first half, son. I was proud. I was like, oh, damn, Roy's in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I thought. But them niggas just, I know that because that's Dan Tony's philosophy. Just shoot threes, nigga. Shoot and run. Shoot
I told
threes
you, man.
and run.
Live or die, man. They died. They died a painful death.
I know. He probably told them niggas in the huddle, like, look, we got a good lead, but that ain't shit. We got to get that motherfucker up.
But he's right. He's right in that respect, but it's like,
but wrong.
He went about
too.
it wrong.
You can't just, like,
you can't just say, all right, nigga, we up, so, hey, chug the threes, bro.
Chug them.
Working. Like, nah.
Chug them joints.
Because soon as you shoot threes, nigga, that's long rebounds. Y'all not the Warriors, my nigga. Y'all can shoot.
And that's what I'm not. And that's why I don't like how they was like, I get it, but I don't like how, like, before the season, it was like, we're literally constructing our team to beat the Warriors. It's like, okay, fool, you can't beat them. You can't chase the Warriors. Like, that's impossible.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you can't beat them. They're different.
You see where,
if you haven't
see where that gets.
Very.
Like, you can't get them, man. Like, I just don't.
It was sad, son. It was sad.
I really think them niggas be going into the halftime. The Warriors be like, "Hey, bro, y'all niggas ready?"
That's what what's his name? Draymond Green was like, it was no panic. Like, it can't be. Like, why? Why would they panic? They really be asking him that. They really be asking him like, were you guys concerned going into you're down 8 or down whatever? I'm like, 8 points is 2 shots, and we're down 2.
2 shots.
Too good for
So what do you mean? Like, I'm fine. Like,
niggas being warm-ups like, hey, bro, KD, go ahead and take the first half.
Go ahead.
Get like 20.
I'm
gonna come in.
Yep.
I'm gonna come in on the back end, and me and Steph gonna get 20 apiece.
KD be disrespecting, bro. Like,
he be disrespect, son, because he was off first half, but when he got on second half, actually, it was disrespectful the shots he was.
Because KD walk you down, bro. That be like, God damn, bro. Just walk, look you in your face.
That post joint is a wrap. If he gets you in the post,
and he could hit it. He could hit it from anywhere. Like, not just threes. You know what I'm saying? Even his 2 points mid-range joints be hurting you.
Like the OC.
You be like, God, that mid-range hurt.
KD Cash the motherfucker. You can look at your coach, it's like, you want me to guard this nigga, huh?
You want me to guard this nigga?
Straight up.
Dang,
nigga
Andre
falling away.
Falling away
out of bounds. For real?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
He out for the year?
Game 1 tomorrow.
What's wrong with him?
Something with his knee. Bumped knees with James Harden on the play. They just showed the play.
This man, Steve Kerr said if he would have played, they would have won at 5.
If who would have played?
Iguodala.
Nah.
What game did he leave?
5.
What game did he get hurt?
4, 5? I don't know.
One of those.
Yeah, he was flexing when he said that statement because he was in for most of the series.
I'm about to say, yeah.
He was just flexing.
Yeah, he was just talking and shit.
He's like, we don't won at 5. I was like, all right.
Shut the fuck up. They might win this in 5 though.
They winning this joint at 5. But it's taking everything in me not to say 4 because it's LeBron.
Because of LeBron, and
he gonna get one.
I'm not gonna lie, son. I've developed a newfound respect for that nigga. But number one, because this nigga legit, son. I know it's been happening before, but he legit carries his whole.
Yeah, like
I be watching that nigga.
Look, bro, I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm a Bron advocate, bro. This nigga Bron walked up to the local park and was like, "All right, hey, bro, you, and you. Let's go. Going to the finals. Let's go." Oh, Bron, I don't not play, bro.
Don't worry about that. Yo, even son, he legit carries, son. Like, dog. It's sad, son. And then number two is because
sad. It's so sad because I'm like, JR and K Love, nigga, you can't get 15.
It's JR mostly. K Love do enough. He doesn't.
You can't get 15, my nigga.
But JR Smith is just he done. He out. He's gone after this. He's probably out after this.
He definitely
ain't proved nothing.
And he be the main one pressed to go get the trophy and shit.
Bro,
like,
you don't deserve
fuck out of here, my nigga. Like LeBron, like.
Hey, why I saw
like,
me?
LeBron...
You see how people be like, they show like a dude's dirty hands and be like, my hands look like this, so my wife's hands can look like this.
Look like that. Yeah, I see
that joint hand, LeBron with the wild ice packs on his knees, his feet in the ice and everything. He's like, LeBron looks like this, so they can look like this.
So they can look like this.
Jordan Clarkson, and like some random, I think it was like what's his name? The 32, Jeff Green with the trophy, smiling and all that. I'm like, that's literally it.
I'm like, son, y'all should be embarrassed as
embarrassed, bro.
That. Like that's some whole shit right there.
Like you're not pulling your weight, bro, at all.
You didn't do anything on that in that whole series, son. LeBron ate that whole Celtics team, son, like by himself.
I forgot what game.
They go playing the whole game,
bro. All games, son.
He played 48 and 46 in the last 2 games.
Like, come on, son. How you sit for 2 minutes? Of a whole basketball game, so like
he probably ain't even sit down.
Exactly,
he probably just on the sideline.
Got a drink of water and came back in.
Like, come on, son, that's sad. And they legit be like, yeah, y'all can't stop us, man. Y'all can't stop
LeBron. They gotta draft somebody.
Like,
he leaving.
Sad,
he leaving.
Well, shit. I mean,
that's a whole other.
He leaving.
But it's like, where?
Where's he going?
LA.
It's option.
He not going to LA, bro.
He got to. He got to. That's the biggest move.
If
Bron and entertainment.
If he go to LA, bro.
PG coming too.
Nah, we ain't getting all of them.
You gotta get one. You gotta get.
We're gonna get somebody. I
feel
like we're gonna get somebody, but both of them.
He gonna have to, or he gonna basically be back.
Exactly.
Well, nah, I ain't
I'd be mad at Bron if he didn't leave, bro.
Nah, I would be too. He gotta leave.
No, I would too. I would too.
I just wish I knew where.
Yeah, yeah. The question is just where.
And people keep. I just saying it. People keep saying the Sixers. I'm like, no, bro. Him and Ben Simmons are too much. They're the same players, man. It's like, it's not gonna work, bro. The Sixers are straight. They're good for years.
I say LA or Houston. He going west.
I don't, and that's another thing. I don't think he wants to play the Warriors before the finals. So it's like, why?
But there's nowhere to go in the East, though. Ain't no better team in the East.
Kill.
Nah, though. Nah, that's gonna fuck Giannis.
It ain't. I bet he'll like it. He'll be like, yes, come on over. Come on.
Just push niggas to the side.
Fuck
out of here, bro.
Yeah, it ain't nobody in the East. Unless you go back to Miami.
It ain't.
Miami was alright.
Fuck no. Nah, man.
Till D-Wade come back 1 more year.
Right. D-Wade gonna have a seizure on the court.
That hurt me, son. It's like, dang, D-Wade's really done. Like, that's it.
He done, fool. It's hard to see him go like this.
It is. Like, I will never, ever forget that finals, bro. That 06 finals against the Mavs, bro. It's like, that nigga was the best player ever at that moment, bro. I was like, ain't nobody touching D-Wade, son. Like, nobody. And then,
somebody said that LeBron might fuck around and just retire after this.
That'd be lit. That'd be actually lit.
Who said that? I think Jason Terry. He was like, nobody thinks about this take, but he might go out and just retire after this because he don't want to go out like busted up knees. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how Kobe went out like straight bare, like by the skin of his teeth. You know
hey, bro,
like, he was
gotta do it.
Ice packs on.
That'd have been me.
Like,
Kobe crawled.
He crawled off that
he
jump.
crawled to the end.
That was dying. I was like, hey, bro, you good? I understand what you're trying to do, but like, hey,
I see what you.
Let's try to make it till you got 2 daughters, bro. We gotta make it for them.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna retire.
He not gonna retire. That's 15.
Yeah, that's a far stretch.
Or he could. That's a take though. He could pull a Jordan, retire, come back.
Oh, that's exactly what what's the dude? I forgot the dude's name, but Colin.
Kyle Hurd.
His show.
Yeah, he could take a break from it.
On that joint, it was him. He had Jason Terry on the show, and he said those exact words. He was like, "Yeah, we ain't give Jordan no shit when he did that." You know what I'm saying? Retired and just you know what I'm saying, maybe take a year off.
He retired after 15 years though, bro.
When did he retire?
It was
like,
before that.
He had got 3 in a row. Yeah, it was like 10 maybe.
Yeah, it was before that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
bro, people be forgetting that Bron
15 years. That's like Jamal Crawford been in the joint 17.
These niggas been in there for a minute.
Yeah,
they came straight out of high school.
Lou Williams, all have been in this joint 15 plus, going hard.
Damn, going crazy.
Yeah, like 15 years ago was only 2003.
Oh my
like
God.
Niggas was. That was when we was watching basketball. Like that's when basketball was. Yeah. Like everybody was tough. The whole East was tough. The whole West, everybody was nice back then. Like
that's when they had the baggy jersey.
Yeah, bro. AI was ready to dress half the game. Like
even LeBron jersey.
Hey yo, LeBron joints used to below. I'm like, bro, Nipple used to be hanging out and shit. Go to the cleaners and get that joint get that joint tailored, bro. Like, you look wild.
Warm-ups used to be OC.
Adidas joints used to be striped up and just baggy. I'm like, yo, I can't believe people. That was fine back then. Like, that was cool back then.
That was alright.
Bro, I seen this picture. I gotta send this to y'all, bro. I seen this picture of Yao Ming and Steve Francis. Both these niggas had baggy ass suits on. And I thought to myself, bro, this nigga Yao Ming was 7'5".
How you get a baggy joint on the 7'5", nigga?
How is it baggy? How is it bad? The tailor didn't listen to nothing. He didn't get no measurements.
He just said 7'5". All right, bet. I got you.
7'5". All right, bet. Cool.
I got you.
Hey, grab the blanket in the back. We gonna get that right.
Grab the curtain off the window. And this is what we gonna do. Grab the tablecloth. This is how we about to rock real quick. So, like,
how is a 7'5" dude got a bag? That joint should be skin tight, man. Like,
I'm telling you,
Shaq. I be looking like Shaq be wearing all those suits. I be like, bro, how? Like, who made this? How many niggas did you have to kill to get this shirt?
Oh God!
Like, or this suit or whatever.
That's a lot of material.
That's a lot, bro. His suits must cost like real life thousands.
Them Steve Harvey jumps.
Steve Harvey joints.
Oh,
wow! I used to work at K&G. And they had them joints. I was like, yo, these joints are OD. Look at
what Pusha T say? Steve Harvey shoot, nigga made them.
Them joints.
Hey, it was this meme on Twitter. Steve Harvey.
He's like, what's wrong with my?
What's wrong with my suits?
Yeah, all right.
Hey, that shit was weak.
I just said that.
It was baggy, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm so glad niggas. Well, even now niggas be dressing wild still. Just another way.
Still.
And that's just
so killed the dude. The dude, what's the dude on the Rockies? Light skin, he got the braids and shit.
Oh, Gerald Green.
Son, he was in tears afterwards, but like on some like, damn, I feel sorry for the city. I'm like, dog, niggas, y'all fought, niggas, y'all was some trash at the last game, like.
Y'all niggas folded.
Y'all
folded, yo. He was in legit tears at the end of the interview, son. He was like speechless. I was like, damn, son.
Folded. I mean, yeah, because he's from Houston and all that. Like, that's the crib for him.
Yeah. I'm sorry, son, but they all folded, son. I'm sorry. They just didn't stick with the game plan, and they just missed shots. Like, and the Warriors was the Warriors.
Like, I would not have.
I
would not have been mad at least the Warriors Celtics finals. But I really would have been cool with a Celtics Rockets joint. I'd have been like, all right, bet like something else,
something different
else.
honestly, I think the Rockets and Cleveland would have been a better matchup.
Matchup
wise,
destroyed.
I think it would have been. You know what I'm saying, I don't know. I just that matchup in my head just seemed a little bit more interesting. But once I saw the Rockets folding, I was like, oh yeah, so much for that.
So much.
That's what I expected though. Like I be wanting them niggas to get knocked off, but
then yeah,
I want it. I wanted the
reality.
And I like the Warriors. Exactly. I love the Warriors, but I'm just like, all right, y'all, like, dang.
Not too good.
Like somebody leave to make this a little more even, like
a little more interesting.
It's like those staggone Patriots. It's like, all right, cool it. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Just let us win.
Let
Please.
somebody win, man. Like,
let somebody else get to it.
They not fucking.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Rockets had the chance, so I can't even say it's impossible.
They was there.
They had the chance. They took Golden State to 7. I think they were saying they haven't been to a game 7 in like a couple of years.
Exactly. So they had a chance. Like it's possible.
Thunder just had them.
Who?
The Warriors. Thunder had them last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Thunder had the Warriors 3-1 before KD got there. So KD was still on the Warriors. Still on the Thunder. They had the Warriors 3-1, bruh. And the Warriors.
That's why I was so sad.
The Warriors came back, yes. And then KD left. KD specifically crumbled, and then he left to go to the Warriors.
Yep.
That joint was so wild. That's when Clay had like 41 in Game 6. He was.
That's when they had the series where Brett had like 60 at like halftime or some shit like that.
Who? What?
Ain't that like the same series where dude had like 60 at like halftime or some shit like that? Clay, or like 60 in the third quarter?
No, he don't have no 6 threes?
Yeah, something like that. Oh, no, I ain't say 60 points. If he did that, he really did.
Yeah, bro, he had something. I just know he had 41 at the end of the game and was pulling. He real life almost pulled him half on one joint, like just off the dribble, pull up. Good. I was like, all right, he's not playing.
Hey, nah. For some reason, bro, when Steph hot and when Clay hot, I just like when Clay hot.
I like when Clay, man. Clay the man.
That nigga be like,
he be unconscious.
Yes, that's the thing. It be nothing but net. Like the joints be going in. Like it's just nothing. It's barely rim. I be like, young,
ain't no moves, ain't no fancy.
That's the other thing. Like it ain't no dribble around you and do cross the leg. It's I'm just pull. And this joint go in.
I'm gonna hit the train. I'm gonna backpedal. No face.
Backpedal and strap you up on the other end. That's what we gonna do.
Niggas are killing.
That's what we about.
Then like at the end of the games, you can't like foul them. They all make free throws.
Everybody, the whole team, not even just.
It's a cheat. Them niggas not fair.
Yeah,
They're not playing fair.
They're not playing fair at all, bro.
And it's so wild. And you can only get so mad. You can get mad at KD, but like that's really it because the rest of them was through the draft. Like they just happen to be this good. Like,
and people don't understand that they that good because they hit the threes, they score, but them niggas lock.
They lock up.
They lock. Yeah.
They strap on D. All them niggas play
Draymond
defense.
And Clay,
you got
Draymond, like, come on.
No matter how much you hate Draymond, that boy get busy on D.
Hey,
he get busy. And he get them boards.
He annoying.
And he gonna double, yo. And he gonna talk to you.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. He annoying. You would want him on your team, but against him, man, I swear I'd knock him out, bro. I would have glassed him.
I swear.
I'd be more mad at Clay, though. Clay guard niggas, man. Clay making 91 half.
Yeah, it's like, all right, bro, stop. Can I get a
because you gonna cook me on the other side?
You gonna do both sides? That's what you gonna rate me twice. You gonna rate me with both ends. All right, cool. So like I can't do nothing. Is what
you gonna do mouth? You gonna do mouth and
mouth and
DP
and then video.
DP didn't go home. He ain't gonna say that.
They go home, yeah, because Clay don't say nothing, so he's just gonna do it and leave. That's what you gonna do.
Yeah. He gonna hit you with it until next time.
Yeah, like dang. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like it ain't gonna be a good one. That's why I ain't watching it. I ain't watching the finals, man.
I might.
This is gonna be the first finals I
game 2,
don't
3,
watch.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna watch it through. I say 4-2. 4-2 Warriors. That's what it is.
You giving them 2 games?
They gotta get 2 for the views. They gotta get 2.
They ain't get 2 last year with Kyrie. They got a game. Miami ain't get 2 against the Spurs.
True that.
This is facts.
Like that.
See, at this point it's the final. So like they gotta elongate the playoffs, so they elongate.
Yeah,
all
now I feel like
but it's the finals. The finals, you gotta keep it. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like
you
either win, nigga, or you going home. So yeah, you might be right. They might not grab a game, but I might give them 2. I might give them 2 at most. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, 2 at most.
1 at most, bro. one at the most, bro.
And that's at
Cleveland. You're calling the sweet. That's in Cleveland.
I can't, man. Like,
I'm gonna give them 2. They gonna get 2 at Cleveland, and that's it.
No.
They gotta get 2.
LeBron. All right. LeBron got to score like 80.
But Bron gonna go stupid though. Like,
yeah, he can go stupid. That don't mean everybody else. He went stupid the first year they played each other. He averaged a 40-point triple-double, and they lost.
One of the games, Bron gonna have a 40. He probably have 40-point triple-dub. Caleb will give you 20. J.R. will give you 10.
Average. I couldn't believe.
Gonna have to.
I couldn't believe this man was getting.
If he get that
triple doubles and they lost,
then they would lost.
That's if he get that help though. If he get that help, I mean, I don't have no hope that he will because we ain't seen it yet. But if he get that help, then maybe I give him 2.
The help is so inconsistent, bro. It's like
so inconsistent. And
it's not even like it's more no help than help. Like that's what I mean by inconsistent. Right. It ain't like most of the time he good, but then sometimes they not. Nah, most of the time they suck.
Most of the times he ain't got.
And it's like that nigga Bron doing all the hard work. He getting them niggas open shots. They just
doing everything, man.
They getting all the rebounds.
He draws that much attention, bro.
You just can't hit an open shot.
And they can't hit nothing.
You a fucking NBA player.
NBA. You play in the NBA.
You was a high school.
You can't hit a shot.
Most competitive league in the world.
High school phenom. All this shit from different states. And you tell me
you can't make a 3 anymore?
You can't. You forgot how to play.
You can't get to the bucket by yourself?
Okay.
Come on.
Nigga, J.R. can't even dribble. Since
he can't. Like, I don't even remember the last time I seen him like actually attack the basket. I honestly can't. I don't remember. Like, I don't know what the move was, if he scored or what. Like, I don't know. He
hit a couple big shots. I don't know. Out of nowhere, Jeff Green and JR hit a couple big shots in Game 7. Like, some huge shots, but it just came out of nowhere. But they can't afford that against the Warriors.
No, because it's not going to be huge. They're just going to be shots. Regular shots.
Exactly.
Because if that shit come out, if the shot come out of nowhere, the ass whooping going to come out of something.
Right.
It's already going to be
sporadic shit.
Like, nah, man, it's over.
You can't be sporadic against them, but you have a bad quarter, you're going to lose by 20.
You done.
Easy. That's
because a bad quarter for them is like 25 points.
25.
That's like, yo, y'all all right?
That's why most people losing them. They can't keep up the pace. They give them a solid first half.
And the Rockets, yo, I'm watching that series. I'm like, they don't look the same. So like, something's wrong with the Warriors. Like, the Rockets had them shook.
They had them.
I ain't never seen them playing like that. I'm like, what's up? I'm like, this don't look right. Like, them games were ugly.
They were ugly, son.
Them choice was not good games,
which is why watching that Game 7 was so frustrating, dog. It was so frustrating because they really, like you said, they had them shook, son. They had them, and like you could tell on their faces. Like even Steph said in the press conference, he was like, "Yeah, people don't understand how you know what I'm saying. That shit was hard." You know what I'm saying? Steph said he was like, "That shit was hard." He like,
bruh, they had them, man. Like
they ran out of gas. That's all it was.
And then Chris ain't
ran out of gas, and then Chris ain't
Chris Paul ain't played.
Yeah, they ain't had a leader out there because they looking to Hard and Hard looking back at them like, "Fuck y'all want me?"
What you want from me? Fuck y'all want? What's good? What's up? What y'all want?
They looking at
I
him,
can't make a shot just like y'all can't
exactly.
make a shot. Like
giving it to Hard.
What was it? Game 5. Chris Paul was frying.
He was frying that nigga.
Steph, bruh. He was giving him all kinds of baskets. I'm like, yo, come on.
One of the Jones was fluke. I'm gonna call that though.
The joint at the end of the shot clock.
Yeah, I was like,
at the top of the key.
Yeah,
I was like, hey, son, no.
Hey, go ahead.
That was just a heat check.
Yeah, he was in his zone.
Made it.
He cashed that motherfucker.
He made it.
I was like, nah, they cheated now.
I'm like, all right, bro.
That's just like when you really on and you just know when you making shots like that.
To be throwing them joints up, bro.
That nigga done accidentally they gave him one of the Warriors basketballs on accident.
Something, bro. It's Space Jam. They took their powers or something.
When you feeling invincible on that joint.
That nigga launched that motherfucker. I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm like,
go ahead.
You're not about to do this like this, bro. Like, it's not about to happen,
And this Chris Paul, saying
Exactly. It's Chris Paul.
So he get on the Rockets and all of a sudden he can shoot threes.
I said,
That's what you telling me.
That's the first thing I said. Oh, who this guy?
This nigga like Mike now.
Come on, man.
I was like, yeah.
Like, all right, cool.
I can't do it, dog. I can't.
Yeah, dog. We gonna see, yo. We gonna see how.
I don't know, man. How long we get? Dang.
Yeah, man, 92 minutes.
I
ain't gonna lie, my shit on like 15% right now.
Mine 34.
All right, bet. So
yeah, dog, we can stamp this joint and then pick it up when whatever.
All right, bet. Yeah, cool. All right, yeah. Thank y'all for listening. If you ever listens, if you make it this far,
right?
Appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't got no title.
We ain't got
title.
We ain't got nothing.
These raw ideas.
You know what I'm saying?
Real conversation.
It took us an hour just to
get on the joint. It's all good. We gonna get y'all. We gonna be there. All right, just believe.
All
right, yo.
All right, bro.
All right, we out of this job.
We out.
You straight?
Woo! All right, we good, man.
All right, so what the fuck am I going?
Good one.
Come on, boy. We can't do this again. All right, right.
And if you try to drink my first thing.
He on there. Yeah, tell him you on there. What? Why can't this shit just work, bruh?
You know how that go. Shit never gonna work.
Ridiculous, though. Like we had the wild card. This son, come on.
When it's time to work, anything ain't gonna work. Right, bro.
Right, here we go. Okay, this is it.
Kill, hello?
Yeah.
Yo!
Hey, we
Hey! Yeah, let's get it.
The fuck out of here, yo.
Hey, what happened? What you do different, Reg?
Nothing. I just closed the zone out. Opened it right back up.
Get the fuck out of here.